It's been exciting thus far. Blessed to have a breath of fresh air with new guys that are eager to learn and eager to accept what we got to teach them, and also the great guys. I've been around teams for a long time, and this team reminds me a little bit, just the makeup, even the guys that are sitting out of teams that I play with as far as camaraderie, toughness, business-like attitude when it comes to practice. And it's just been a joy thus far, this early in the year before the season even started, to come to work and coach. And hopefully, if we continue to do this, it's kind of hard not to think that you can have some type of success. But it's been very, very refreshing, and I'm looking forward to this year and years to come here at Morehead State.
Drew is a lot thinner. He said, yeah, it took a while to understand your system and understand what you wanted. In this second year, how much more advanced is everyone, and even though you have newer players playing, but still, how much more advanced is everyone compared to this time last year?
Well, last year everyone was new, so they didn't know what to expect. This year I do have 5, 6 guys that played last year to teach the new guys, so it's kind of been helpful to me and my staff as far as that is concerned, so we don't have to be yelling and screaming the same things over and over again. So it's the system's in place, and when you have veteran guys coming back, it makes it easier. And I always said, even when I was in the SWAC, at Mississippi Valley, the teams that won the championship were the veteran teams, the teams that had a lot of guys coming back. And if you look across the country, besides Kentucky and people like that, just look at Louisville, for example. They had veterans, who have been through the wars a little bit and had a lot of experience. And it's hard to win with freshmen, hard to win with new guys, but I think we have enough older guys to help these new guys along, because these new guys really come from other places. It's not like they're true freshmen. They've had some success at other places and played on the national stage, so it's kind of been a little helpful as far as that is concerned. So it's been pretty good. I'm looking forward to it, but I told Drew after the season last year, I don't care how much talent we bring in, you're still a major factor to this team. And if you have a great year, that means we're going to have a great year. And I think he bought into it. He really dedicated himself as far as his weight was concerned, because he knew how he had to be quicker, more agile, and he's done that. And I tell you what, he's an athlete now. He wasn't just a basketball player. He's an actual athlete, and he's had a great offseason, and that's the reason why he's been injury-free thus far, because, if I go out there and try to do the things that I used to do back then, I'm going to pull some too every time I try to make a quick move or something. And I told him, I said, his body's just like mine. So now he's got a young man's body, and he's playing like a young athlete, and we're receiving the dividends from it.
Sean, you and I have spent a lot of time together in the preseason, and I have seen you smile more already this year than I think you did all of last year. Talk about that.
First,
you feel good about it.
I feel great. I'm just in a great place right now with myself. Not only that, when you come into a situation, guys don't know you, and they're not used to working as hard as you want them to work. It's very frustrating. 2, I put a lot of pressure on myself just coming back home to Kentucky, wanting to prove something, and it took my wife to just tell me, look, everybody knows how good you are. Just be yourself and have fun doing your job. And that's what I've been doing. But I tell you what, the guys that my coaching staff and the players that I have right now has been a big help with that also.
Sean, what's going to be the strength and the forte of this team when things are going right?
I tell you what, our guard play. Our guard play is very, very strong right now. Offensively and defensively, they have my mentality, and then our size down low is going to create a lot of problems, especially in the OVC. It's a mixture of both, but right now it's our guard play. Last year we didn't have great guard play, and we lose 5 games because down the stretch because our guard play wasn't strong enough to finish games, and I think this year that won't be the case.
Can you run down maybe your lineup and the first guys off the bench and just give us a little comment about what each of those guys brings?
Right now, we still have some guys injured. That's been the only drawback this preseason is I've had some key guys hurt with hamstring injuries, groin injuries, ab injuries, concussion here. One kid, Karan Mashour's got a back injury right now who hadn't practiced all year, and we're really counting on him. But as far as the starting lineup, I know 3 guys right now with Kareem Story at the point guard spot, Angelo Warner and Bern Arrington, the 2 wings, and then you got Bakari Turner coming off the bench with a lot of instant offense. And then as far as the post players, you got Drew, and I don't know, depending on the situation, whether he's going to start at the 4 or start at the 5, but Billy Reeder's really coming along. And I think, once Chad Pathimus really keens in, he can be the most dominant big in the OVC.